After knowing that why Mr. Easton was handcuffed with the other man, she was happy. She took a deep breath, and bright color, pink color again comes back to his on her cheeks. So that is what you are doing out here, a marshal. So this question she asked to Mr. Easton, that is what you are doing in this side. You are a marshal. My dear Miss Fairchild, said Easton calmly, I had to do something. Money has a way of taking wings into itself. So Easton replied that I had to do something because money knows how to fly. Means if we do not earn, money can leave us. And it takes money to keep step with the crowd in a Washington. Means it takes something. If we need to walk in a crowd, that means if we need to do something, if we need to survive in Washington, we need to do something. I saw this opening in the West, and well, a marshalship is not quite as a high position as that of a ambassador. Opening here means vacancy. He said, I came to know about the vacancy in the west side of the country, Washington. So I applied here. Either marshalship is not that much reputed or a big job like a ambassador. So it might be a possible that the father of the girl is the ambassador. So that is why this comparison is given, that I am not that much reputed or a rich or a white collar job is the as of marshal, but still it is a good. The ambassador, said the girl warmly, does not call anymore. He need not ever have done so. You ought to know that. Then he said that, so maybe the girl herself is the ambassador or somebody from her family. So that is why she said the ambassador, Mr. Easton, does not have the need to call her ambassador. Never ever have done so. That means Mr. Easton, had never called him like the by using the word ambassador. So now even he didn't have that need. You ought to know that, and he knew that he did not need to call her a ambassador. And so now you are one of those dashing Western heroes, and you ride and shoot and go into all kinds of dangers. So here she talks about the marshals, that marshals are the heroes, and Mr. Easton is also one of them. So he also ride a bike, shoot the criminals, and face all kind of dangers. That's different from Washington life, and all this is different from his life which was in Washington. You have been missed from the old crowd, means now you are completely changed. What you were few years back, what you were the part of that crowd, now from that people of those that crowd you are completely changed. The girl's eyes, fascinated, went back, widening a little to rest upon a glittering handcuffs. Again, there was a shine in the eyes of the girl, but she kept on looking on the handcuffed. Don't you worry about them, miss, said the other man. When she was looking at the handcuffs, so the grey-faced man said that she should not worry. That why, if Mr. Easton is the marshal, why had he been cuffed with the other person? All marshals handcuff themselves to the prisoners to keep them from getting away. Mr. Easton knows his job. So that is why that glum-faced man said that all marshals had to handcuff themselves with the criminal so that the criminals may not run away. And Mr. Easton knows his job. This was the answer of his strange look, of her strange looking. She was looking at the keep on looking at the handcuffs. So that is a glum faced man added that all the marshals had to handcuff with the criminals so that they may not run away. That is why Mr. Easton is handcuffed with him. Will we see you again soon in Washington? Asked the girl. So the girl asked, will we meet again in the Washington? Not soon, I think, said Easton. My butterfly days are over, I fear. Butterflies means independent, free. Mr. Easton said, no, my free days are gone, so I won't be able to meet you. I love the West, said the girl irrelevantly. Her eyes were shining softly. She looked away out the car window. She began to speak truly, simply, without the gloss of style and manner. Now, without any relevant means there was no need to talk all these things, but still she kept on saying. She looked out of the window. Now her way of speaking was very simple. There was not a stylish word she was using anymore. Mama and I spent summer in Denver. She went home a week ago because father was slightly ill. I could live and be happy in the West. I think the air here agrees with me. Money isn't everything, but people always misunderstand things and remain stupid. So she added that her father was not well. She was living here in the Denver city in the west side with her mother. So mother has gone back. She has to also go back to her father. But money is not everything. But people keep on thinking that they have to earn money for their happy life. Say Mr. Marshall, growled the glum-faced man. This is not quite fair. I am needing a drink and haven't had a smoke all day. Haven't you talked long enough? Take me in the smoker now, won't you? I am half dead for a pipe. So when they both were talking to each other, glum-faced man again interfered and said that it is not good, it is not fair with him. She have not taken a drink or a smoke for since morning. So now Marshall had to take him to the smoker room where they could smoke, and he should be allowed to have a pipe. Pipe means smoke. A bound travelers rose to their feet, Easton with some slow smile on his face. So they both stood up. There was a smile on the face of Mr. Easton, and they went towards to the another side. I cannot deny a petition for tobacco, he said lightly. It is the one friend of the unfortunate. Goodbye, Miss Fairchild. Duty calls, you know. He held out his hand for a farewell. So before leaving, he told to Miss Fairchild that he cannot deny the request for tobacco or smoke, so he had to go. So it is bad luck or unfortunate for him that he has to leave his friend again, because of his call of the duty. So now he is going. And then he again shows his hand, held his hand to say goodbye to her. It's too bad you are not going east, she said, reclothing herself with the manner and style. But you must go on to Leavenworth, I suppose. Again she said that it is very bad that he is not going towards the east side. When she was saying this, she was arranging or sitting properly in her arranging her clothes. And then she also added that she thinks that he had to go to Leavenworth to take that prison. Yes, said Easton, I must go to Leavenworth. Two men sidled down to the aisle into the smoker. They went from that path and entered into the smoker. The two passengers in a seat nearby had heard most of the conversation. Said one of them, that Marshall is a good sort of chap. Some of these western fellows are all right. Yes, one of their two passengers were there. They were listening the conversation of Miss Fairchild, Mr. Easton and glum-faced man. So that is why one of the passengers said that Marshall is a very good person. Some of these western heroes are all right. Means some of the western heroes is used for the marshals, that they are very good human beings. Pretty young to hold an office like that, isn't it? Asked the other passenger. Other passenger said that it is a very pretty young, means that Marshall is a very young to have this kind of a post, to have the post of a marshal.